Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Alden. Alden is the transferred use of a patronymic surname originating from a personal name, in this case, the Olde English masculine name Ealdwine. Ealdwine is derived from the Germanic elements eald meaning old and wine meaning friend. Therefore, Alden's root etymology is that of an old friend. Alden is one of the oldest surnames in existence, dating back to the 11th century and first recorded as Ealdwine. Surnames became part of the essential naming practices in England after the Norman conquest as an important means of identification for the purposes of taxation. As a masculine given name, Alden is used mainly in the United States. This may have something to do with the fact that John Alden, 1599 to 1687, was a Mayflower passenger and credited with being the first person to set foot on Plymouth Rock in 1620. Personality of the boy named Alden. The number 9 personality represents the completion or ending of the cycle, and a need for perfection. This is the personality that moves from self to a greater understanding and compassion for the human condition and the world order. They want to make the world a better place. 9s are capable of great spiritual and humanitarian achievements. They are courageous and fearless, able to fight great battles on behalf of worthy causes. These personalities will not tolerate injustice. They are compassionate people with a strong sensitivity to others. They are able to both educate and inspire. Friendships and relationships are the lifeblood to the 9, and they place a high value on love and affection. 9s are often exceptionally gifted artistically, and they have a keen imagination and enterprising mind. Popularity of the boy named Alden. Alden has a long history of usage as a given name in the United States. It dates back to at least the late 19th century and maintained impressively moderate usage for the first part of the 20th century. It wasn't until the 1930s and 40s that Alden began to slip from his middle-of-the-list position. For the most part, Alden would fall out of circulation for almost 30 years between the late 1960s and mid-1990s. Clearly, Alden had become an old friend we all forgot about. Thanks to the 1990s, surnames were welcomed back into fashion. Alden still remains at the bottom of the charts, or close to it, but at least he's there again. We adore the old friend meaning and think Alden has a simple, dignified Old English resonance. If nothing else, consider this one as a middle name, as in the famous astronaut Neil Alden Armstrong. If you're weary of the overused Aiden or think Auden is too highfalutin literary or find Aldo too grandpa-ish, then Alden might be a name to consider. It's one of those names that works well on a young boy but ages nicely into adulthood. The only problem with masculine surnames is that they have a history of jumping to the pink side, so we wouldn't be surprised if this one gets picked up by parents of baby daughters at some point. Only they'll probably spell it Alden. Quick facts on Alden. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 704. Pronunciation, Alden. Simple meaning, old friend. Characteristics of Alden. Oneness, multi-talented, idealistic, philanthropy, independent, intuitive, perfection. Cultural references to the baby name Alden. Famous people named Alden. Alden Partridge, early American military. Alden B. Dow, American architect. Alden Smith, football player. Alden Nolan, Canadian writer.